welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Sammi. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel's all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today I'm here with another stop on our cozy mystery U.S. road trip. Colorado. How do you feel about Colorado for a cozy place? I love it. I love it because I love anywhere that has lots of cold weather chances. I love reading about snowstorms and the coziness of hot chocolate and blankets and scarves, and I love all that in a book. So I love Colorado for cozies, and I have some great ones here for you today. I'd love to hear what your favorite Colorado cozies are, because I think I have 5 for you here today, and one of them I haven't read, but I'm going to be seeking it out as maybe a 25 to start in 25. I don't know. It's like 109 on what could be 25 to start 25. Help me out. How do I narrow it down? Maybe I should do that. I should put a poll up of all the books on my list of 25 to start in 2025, which I think actually this is 109 on my possibilities, and then let everybody kind of vote. No, that would be madness. That would be chaos. I do love some chaos. Let me know what y'all think. Okay. I would totally do it. All right, so let's talk about these Colorado cozies. Also, I don't feel like you have to like read them right, in the moment to participate. I just read states as I go, and then I mark it off. The other thing I wanted to ask about, and if you'd be interested in, is I keep a map and I mark it off each state when I do read one. I have a lot of states marked off because I just did it as an overall challenge, like whenever I have read one. But now I'm focused on it because of this series, and there are definitely states I haven't hit, but I will as I'm going through them. But don't feel like you have to read them right in the moment to be a part of the Cozy Mystery Road Trip Challenge. Grab some snacks and join us. Okay, the first Colorado series I have for you today is a good one. I highly, highly recommend this series. There are 2 books out, and it's fairly new. Loved both of them so much. The first, it's the Beekeeping series by Jennie Marts. The first book is called Take the Honey and Run, right here. Loved the title, the cover, so good. So our main character, our main girl is Bailey, and she is a mystery writer, and she gets called from her grandmother who raised her and said that her grandmother had fallen and hurt her leg. So she goes home to help her out to Humble Hills, Colorado. And she was raised on, what is the name of it? Because it's really cute. The Honey Buzz Mountain Ranch, because her grandmother's a beekeeper. She was also raised by her aunties. It's actually her grandmother's sister. So it'd be like her great aunties. And that group of women are a hoot. I love them so much. That is one of the reasons that I love this series so much, is because everybody, Bailey and the aunties and the grandma, they're such like really strong, independent women. They're very sassy too, but they're very strong and independent and witty, and I love, love, love that about them. And in the first book, the mayor gets killed, and so of course Bailey's going to figure out what's going on, because her family are some of the biggest suspects. It was so funny. There was a couple of parts where I was just dying because one, she gets called home again because grandma said that she hurt her leg, and the sheriff, it's a very small town where everybody knows everybody. Everybody is known, everybody in their family tree. If you know those kind of towns, I lived in one of those towns growing up. I could totally relate to this. The sheriff is sitting on the porch, and he says to grandma, which is Granny B, and he says, if you're going to convince Bailey and everybody else that you have a hurt leg, you might want to limp on the same leg all the time. Because she was switching back and forth because Grandma B wasn't hurt. She wasn't. Nope. She lied, which I don't condone, but Grandma B is a fictional character and she's hilarious. So there you go. And 2, the other part was one of them, I think it's Grandma B, or maybe it's one of the sisters. I don't know. Becomes like one of the main suspects because she was at the house and something had happened. The mayor's place, or the mayor was at her house, something like that. And the sheriff is questioning where this person was when the mayor was killed. And they start in, all these women had come to the police station, the jail, to support whichever woman it was that was being questioned. Again, I don't remember if it was going to be or the sisters. It was one of those. And they all were like, well, I was with her. And then the one other gal was like, I was with her. And I was with her. And the sheriff is like, sir, are you telling me that y'all had a full-on slumber party? And it's a group of like mostly very elderly women. And I was like, oh, I love this so much. It was so funny the way it was presented and done. And I love the idea of an elderly slumber party. My grandmother just had one. She would highly recommend it. One of her good gal pals from another Florida community that she had lived in years ago came to see her, and they had a slumber party on Thursday and Friday, and I called them, and they were watching Hallmark movies and eating ice cream, and I highly approve. I thought it was so sweet, and I love it so much. Anyways, next book, the Colorado Wine Series. Also love this one. I am caught up. I do not know if it's over. There are 4 books out in it. I really, really like this series. It features Parker, and Parker owns a winery in Boulder, Colorado. The first book is called Killer Chardonnay, right here. I really like this series. Her love interest kind of frustrates me from time to time, or maybe it's not the love interest, maybe it's their interactions. And it may be both of them at fault. And like, maybe it's just that for me, I highly recommend this series, but that aspect of it is too heavily topicked. Like, I just want a smattering and to be focused on the town and the mystery and the characters. And I think there's a little too much maybe of the romance thrown in your face. Maybe that's it. Really, really fun, great location. Her boyfriend that I was just talking about is a chef, and that's really fun because the food described is amazing. The wine is really interesting. The process, what she talks about, highly recommend. Really, really great series. Next up is the Culinary Mystery Series. I've always just called it the Goldy Bear series, but I guess that's the official name. Book number 1 is called Catering to Nobody. There are 17 books in this series. It's by Diane Mott Davidson. Couple things about this series. One, it is an older series, so I do think they're all readily available, but if you had trouble finding some of them, it might be because it is older. One of the things I really enjoy about this series is that you see real growth of the characters in this series in a realistic way. Her son, I think his name is Arch. It's been a long time. He starts out in the book and in the series, and I think he's like 10, and you actually see him grow up, which I enjoyed. The other things I'll say about it, and these aren't negatives, these are just things that you should know, is I do feel like this series' topics are much more intense, and that overall it's a more gritty cozy. And I think that's just because, again, it's older, it started in the 90s, and so just keep it in mind. Really, really enjoy this series. I think I stopped at number 15, but that was only because one of the books did something that I didn't like. Wasn't that it was non-cozy or whatever. I didn't like what happened. So I'll finish it. I'm just getting over my anger. I don't know. I just haven't got back to it. I will definitely finish the last 2 of an entire series that I've already read 15 on. Really enjoy it. If you like older cozies or if you like gritty cozies, something like that, definitely check that out. Next up is a series I've talked about a few times in like hidden gems and just series I don't think people talk about enough. And I will say it again because I don't think so. It is fantastic, y'all. It is the Candy Shop series by Sammi Carter. First book is called Candy Apple Dead. So good. So good. It was one of the first cozies that I read as a series, and I just loved it so much. So our main character is Abby, and Abby owns Divinity Candy Shop. She's also an ex-lawyer in, of course, Colorado, where we're visiting today, and highly recommend. So much fun. 5 books. The first book came out in 2005, so again, if you struggle to find them, that could be why. The last series I have for you is the one that I was talking about that I might put on my 25 to start 25 if I can find it. I had never heard of this. It sounds so much fun. This is something that a topic I would love. Okay, so it is called the Claire Hanover Cozy Mystery Series. It is by Beth Groundwater, and it is a gift basket cozy mystery series. I love that. She owns a gift basket shop in Colorado Springs. I'm so excited if I can find these. The first book is called A Real Basket Case, and that is all I know about it. That is all I know about it. 3 books out in this series, and I'm going to search for them. All right, let me know what your favorite Colorado cozies are. Let me know if you'd like to see like my list of possibilities for 25 to start in 25. I could do a video or a poll, and everybody could kind of give their feedback of which ones they recommend or have read or whatever. That might be really, really fun. Like, I need your help. I really do need your help. I do. Say you'll help me. All right. Let's see, an emoji. Give me anything that you think reminds you of Colorado. Give me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, how you future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.